Yo, yo, yo. I think it's day 66 and 67. I don't think I recorded one yesterday, so sorry about that. Very sorry about that. The reason why I didn't film one yesterday was not a lot happened. To be fair, it kind of did. Um, what did I do? I finalized the song yesterday. Listening to it a lot on all different forms. I feel like I've spoken to this and saying the same stuff over and over and over again, but that's what I was doing. I listened to it a lot on the AirPods, listened to it a lot of the speakers, my phone speakers, headphones. Don't know why I just showed you my headphones, but yeah. Very, very glad I did that because what I realized with listening on the AirPods is that there was a certain frequency on the second verse that was very like a humming sound, like a like that kind of frequency during the vocals. So obviously, if you don't know how EQ works, whenever there's a recording, so say my voice for example, there's high frequencies in my voice. Like say me saying hello. Okay, I've said hello, right? There's the high frequencies that from that hello and the low frequencies of the hello and the mid frequencies, right? And you can like the equalizers essentially you can choose what parts of the frequencies you want to sound like you want sound to be heard. There we go. So it's like you can like cut the low frequencies out, cut the high frequencies out. You can raise some of the high frequencies, you know. But so what I did was during the second verse, it was like a kind of sound, and it was too much, so I lowered it. And it's really interesting because I didn't hear it on this. Like it wasn't as noticeable on the actual like proper headphones than like using AirPods or just wireless headphones. So yeah, kind of again another reason why if you are producing, you are mixing, you are mastering, listen to it in all forms because I didn't pick up my headphones like my proper headphones, but my AirPods I could hear like a sound, so I had to EQ it down. I had to remove that frequency pretty much completely, not completely, but turn it down by like 9 or 10 decibels, which is quite a lot. But yeah, finalized it yesterday. Yeah, and then I decided for today because the song was finally done. Like yesterday, the song was finished. Like I finished the song yesterday. I decided to take the day off completely today. And boy, was this a difficult day. It's getting worse, I'd say, with what who it's getting worse in terms of who am I outside of music? Who am I outside of when I'm not going to the gym? When I'm literally just on my own, not doing music or not going to the gym? I don't know. And I hate the phrase I don't know who I am because I don't know what I don't even know what that means. Because I'm so away I'm so far away from even knowing what that means. Like from that answer that I don't even know where to begin with the question. And I know it's kind of it's definitely obviously the question is, you know, people perceive it differently for sure. Everyone's not going to perceive that the same way because a lot of people would just say, "Oh, you know who you are. You make music. You know, your purpose is music. That's who you are." But to me, like, yeah, okay, we can use that argument. But to me, it's more. But if you take away the music, if you take away the gym, what am I? And I think that's a bigger answer. That's a bigger question because you know when I'm doing the act of music, like creating music, making, producing, whatever, or occupied at the gym, you know. Okay, that's what I'm doing. But when you take those away, what am I? And then it's the question of, are you what you do? So is it the question of it doesn't matter what you are without music because you are the person who makes music, or it doesn't matter that that you don't know what you are when you're not going to the gym, because you go to the gym. But I don't think that's the question I should be asking myself. It should be, the question is, what are you outside of those things? Because I don't know. Like, the idea of me having a rest day, like doing nothing all day, is so much nicer than actually doing nothing all day. I swear it is. I swear it is, because I was at work. I was like, oh, I just finished a song, and I was saying to my boy at work, I was like, oh, I can't wait to do nothing tomorrow. And I even said it when we were going to the gym together after work. I was like, oh, I can't wait to do nothing tomorrow. But then today arrived, and I was like, I played FIFA for like half an hour, and I got so bored. Or like, I'm watching a film, and I'm just like, I'm so bored. Like, the stuff that I used to find fun, like, before I found my purpose in music, bro, I would play, like, during lockdown, bro, I was playing League of Legends, I was playing Overwatch, like, that's all I was doing all day. League, Overwatch, just gaming, bro. Just, I know that's what most people did when they were a teenager during lockdown, right? How old was I? 17, 18? Like, it's natural, but what I'm saying is I don't enjoy it anymore. And again, I guess that's natural because I've gotten older and we're not locked in our house anymore. But it's just nuts. I literally, like, both times, right? So I log into Overwatch and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to play some Overwatch. I log out straight away, I'm just like, I can't be arsed. And then I log out to play, like, try and play League, and I do the same thing. I'm just like, I can't be arsed. Like, I just don't, I just really can't be asked to do it. But like, when I'm recording music, and like I'm like, oh, I really don't want to record music, I'm thinking of, oh, why don't I just play League? Why don't I just play Overwatch? But when I have the freedom to be able to do so, I don't want to do it. It's so weird. Oh, it's so weird. And I know this is gonna be the exact same thing when the album's done. The album's gonna be done. I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't wait. And then I'm gonna be like, what do I do? It's so strange, man. It's so strange because this is how I programmed myself to be. You know, I'm acting like this is a bad thing, but this is because of me. You know, I've trained myself to kind of be disciplined, just focus on doing music, focus on, like, do nothing else, like, only focus on what you need to do. So that when the time, so like the idea of, I would literally completely ignore the idea of rest completely, like, just only do music. So when I'm actually kind of trying to rest, it's like, no, like, I went into Ableton, which is where I record my music. It's it's called it's called a DAW. I don't know why I acted like I didn't know what it's called. It's a DAW, so digital, what does it stand for? Digital Audio Workstation? I think that's what it stands for. But yeah, it's where I record my music. Ableton, Logic, they're all the same. Ableton's the best. But I loaded up Ableton like 5 times today. I had to stop myself from, like, tweaking the new song just because I needed something to do, just because I needed something to do with music. I'm thinking to myself, what am I? And it was so subconscious as well. It wasn't even like I'm trying to. I don't know. I was playing FIFA. I quit FIFA. I just loaded up Ableton to, like, see if I can tweak the new song, see if I can produce it. I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is meant to be my day of rest. Like, I don't. What? It's nuts. It's really weird. And, like, it's not even like I'm raring to go. Like, I'm fried. Like, this new song that I've been working on has killed me. Even though I enjoyed it so much. It's probably like the most fun I've had recording a song in a while. I'd say probably the most fun in general. But I'm cooked. Like, 2 days ago, 2 days straight, I was listening to the same thing 12 hours, the same song for 12 hours in a row, trying to get it right. I'm fried. And there's me on meant to be my day of recovery. I'm loading up Ableton, seeing how I can, like, tweak it and improve it. It's like, it's weird. It's really weird right now. And I really do want to know what it's gonna be like in, like, a couple years' time, where I'm doing music full time, and say if I just want to chill out, like, realistically, what do I do? That's what I'm gonna find interesting. Because at the moment, The idea of me relaxing and actually relaxing, two different things. Two completely different things. And like I'm gonna take it easy till the next week, so Saturday, Sunday. So I'm gonna take it like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just to kind of recharge because I've got to record a new song on Monday. And I just know when I'm recording the new song next week, I'm just gonna be like, oh, why didn't you relax? And it's like just an ongoing loop, an ongoing cycle. But yeah, I don't know. I need to find new ways to kind of recharge because the old ways are not working. Because I don't really enjoy it. I feel like I used to enjoy competitive games a lot because I play them a lot, right? You know, if you're playing League, if you're playing Overwatch, you know, these games, even FIFA, if you're playing them regularly, you're getting better, you're improving. If you're playing it now and again, like what value is like the thing I'd like the most about these ranked games is, you know, the feeling of growth, right? What difference does it make if I climb like 4 ranks in Overwatch in one day when I'm never gonna play it in like another 4 months? Because like I usually take these days off like very rarely. So it's like, what difference does it make if I get to this rank to that rank? I'm not gonna play it tomorrow. Whereas when I did used to play it, it would matter a lot, obviously. And there's the case of single player games, which is not really my thing. I don't know. I just think I need to. Maybe I'll just see the world more, man. Like instead of like doing these like days off, do like weekends off, and just go somewhere. Why not? The book I'm reading right now, it's a very common philosophy book, like very popular. By common I meant like mainstream. It's about from Albert Camus about the myth of Sisyphus. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how you say it. And I haven't got to that bit yet where he's spoken about. It's the picture of the guy like walking up a mountain with the boulder. I haven't got to that bit yet where he starts talking about that story, but he's pretty much saying that like the only certainty of life is death. I mean that is what he's saying. The only certainty we have in this life is death. So why not live it to your most, live it the most as you can? And I keep thinking this a lot. Of, like when I go on a run, I think this a lot. And I always think that there's someone right now, you know, on their deathbed or whatever, who just wishes they can stand up. And there's me moaning about, well, when I'm on a run, there's me moaning about being on a run, or there's me moaning about this, or this, or this, and I'm like, there is someone right now who wishes they can literally eat by themselves, like, eat without someone helping them to eat. And there's me moaning. And I was also thinking this, we don't, the idea of us even getting a deathbed is a luxury, because most people don't die having a deathbed. Most people just die. Like, you know, life is so like unpredictable. There is no certainty that you're even going to get a deathbed. Like, it's like an even like darker like truth about it. Like, you know, people say like, oh, imagine you in your deathbed when you're 80 looking back on life and regrets. Most people don't get a deathbed. Most people don't even get a chance to look back on their lives. They just die. You know, life is so sudden. And I just think I need to, you know, why on my rest days am I sitting inside? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that might have worked for me when I was younger. You know, when, you know, I had really bad anxiety and I didn't want to leave the house because being outside is stressful, right? So that doesn't really classify as resting because me going outside is, you know, stress. But now I'm calm. So why is my day of rest me just sitting inside my bedroom doing nothing? Like trying to enjoy video games that I used to enjoy when I was younger. Why don't I just go outside? Enjoy life. Because all I do all day when I'm recording is staying inside. That's all I do. So why would I spend another day of staying inside? It's just crazy. Like, what am I doing? And I was realizing this. I was like, what am I doing? All I do when I'm recording is wake up, grab the guitar, get the microphone sorted out, make a cup of tea, have breakfast, start recording, go to the gym in the evening. On repeat, right? I'm inside all day, yeah? So what do I do on my day of rest? Wake up, go to the same computer I'm recording at, and do nothing. It doesn't make any sense. It is so stupid of me, and especially when one of my goals is to be more social, why not just go outside and just do something on your own? Kills two birds with one stone. Lived experiences, plus you have the chance to be more social. Next time I have a rest day, I'm not doing this. Yeah, I just think, especially because, I don't have like a, maybe when the next album drops, when the next second album drops, I'll have a different space. The place I'm recording and the place I'm sleeping in will be two different places, right? At the moment, this room is everything, right? So, yeah. This book I'm reading does kind of shift my view of life a lot. Because I feel like I do kind of have these thoughts of, like mortality and, life not being, we're all gonna die. But because I'm reading this book a lot, it makes me aware, like, kind of every day. Like, I remember, I don't know, I feel like I've always kind of felt this way. I remember when I was younger, I must have been like 8, 9. Yeah, like primary school. I remember coming out of the shower, or whatever it was, bath, shower, stepping out. And I just remember, like, going really deep in thought of what happens after we die. And it was kind of like an out-of-body experience, because I just remember it so well, of me just staring at the wall and just thinking what happens after we die. And then just kind of like my mind just kind of like moved out of itself. It was a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it wasn't like I was seeing myself. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like a physical out body. But it just felt like my mind was just like, I was just really deep in thought about it. But it was a weird, like, mental feeling. I've just always had these, like, thoughts of, like, the idea of why are we here, what happens after, like, bro, I was like 8 years old, and I'm thinking like that, like, I don't know. It's important because I feel like that should, in a sense, dictate how you navigate life. You're scared to do this, you're scared to do that, you might die tomorrow. Scared to do that. And I need to learn it more, because I need to perform live. I need to do that more. Or I need to do it, not even more, I need to do it. I haven't done it. Not since I've made music. I've performed live before, but not since I've made music. And shit like that, it's like, the only certainty we have in this life is death. It's interesting. And I don't know if this kind of way of thinking I have kind of what's it called, influences the way I work, influences the way, I push myself when I make music the way I push myself when I go to the gym. I don't know if it's like, like you might as well just do as much as you can. But I don't know. I'm still trying to find out where this kind of inner voice in my head to constantly push myself comes from. Because even today, like, I had to like force myself to not go on a run. For some reason, in my head, I was like, you went to the gym in the morning. You can go on the run. You go on a run in the evening. Go on the run in the evening. Go on the run in the evening. It's like, it's meant to be my day of rest, and I'm still like forcing myself to challenge myself every single day. And I'm interested to know where it comes from. And it always just comes back to that same question of who am I trying to prove? And I don't know. Because a lot of people say, oh, you're trying to prove yourself. You're trying to prove it to yourself. But what does that even mean? Prove it to yourself. And also, and even if that did mean anything to me, which I don't think it does, why? Why is there a burning desire, burning need for every single day to challenge myself, to improve, to just be better every single day? Why do I work myself to the very limit that I think I'm probably not? But why in my mind am I like, why am I challenging myself every single day? Why is that in my head? And I don't think the answer is you're proving it to yourself. I don't think that's a valid conclusion to why these thoughts happen in my head. I really don't think it is. Because if it's to prove it to myself, what does that mean? Because, I'm doing these long ass recording sessions. I'm doing these strenuous workouts, whatever. And when I'm pushing myself, it's, say if I'm recording, I really don't want to do it, and I do it. If I'm proving it to myself, but even though within myself I don't want to do it, how is that proving it to myself? So it can't be to me. I don't know. And the question is, does it even matter if I don't know who it's to? Because even if I find out who I'm proving myself to, I don't even know if it's a being if I'm proving myself to someone. Maybe it's just the way I'm genetically wired, whatever. It could be that. Or something happened. I don't know. And even if I did find out, would it make a difference? No. I don't think it would. If I found out the root cause to why I push myself so hard, would it make a difference? I don't think it would. Because as I said, I can't even have a day of rest. I can't even have a day of just doing nothing. I have to do something. So what makes me think that me finding out the root cause of this would change a thing? If I can't even relax for a single day, what makes me think it would change a thing? In fact, the most enjoyable thing I've probably done today is this. I didn't enjoy today. It wasn't fun. But in my head, I psyched it up to be, it's just day of rest. You can do whatever you want. You can play FIFA. You can do this. But I didn't enjoy today. Today was not a good day. The way I see days of rest is to literally prepare myself for the next songs. I should enjoy them and also prepare myself for the next songs. But all I see it as is, this is a necessary day to start on Monday, to start for the next song. But is that all I am? Just a song-making machine? Is that all it comes back to that same thing of, who am I? Is that all I am? Just a guy who sits in his room all day and records songs? Outside of that, I'm nobody. And in the evening, I train. Is that all I am? Take away music and take away my ability to push myself physically. Where I'm cooked. I remember there was one time I didn't go to the gym for the week. I had a migraine. Why? Like, yeah, it's nuts. I don't know. I don't know. And again, this saying of, oh, you're trying to prove it to yourself. No. No, because I don't care. Oh my god, like I'm so like yeah. I would love to speak to last year me. I would love to speak to 2025 March me. Because we are so different. I swear we are. We are so different. Um like I am so just yeah, we are so different. It's so interesting because I'm the same person, but like our way of thinking is different. The way we operate is different. Like it's like an onion, like different layers, isn't it? So interesting. And I was really thinking whilst I was watching some film. I think what was I watching? Oh yeah, I was watching El Camino. I didn't finish it. Um, when I was watching it, was it no? Was it when I was watching that? Or was it when I was? It might have been like watching Rick and Morty or whatever. And I was thinking like this whole journey of me making music has really been a very interesting one, but one I haven't really been present in. You know, the progression I've made throughout. I'm not talking metrics. I'm not talking whatever. I don't give a fuck about metrics. I'm talking about the style of music I make, the person who I am, everything about that. Okay, fuck the metrics. I could be on the same, the same I was yesterday, last couple of years. I could have regressed. It doesn't. I don't. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just. It's just nuts how it all like started out and how it's just kind of consumed everything about me. It just feels like as soon as I found out I can make music and record music, it's like a time warp, like a fast forwarded time warp. You know when they like playback like a recording of something, and it's really quickly. I feel like you could do that from now to when I started making music, and it's just crazy. But I wasn't really present. I wouldn't even say I am now. But I do think these are the days I'll look back on. When I'm established, when I'm on tour, whatever. I do think these were the days where I'll look back on and be like, yeah, these are the defining moments. But I'm just so like focused on so focused on what's in front of me. I've just always been that way. Like, the music I was making last year was shit. And I'll probably say that next. I mean, I won't. I don't think I will. But interesting. I don't know. As I said, this is the most enjoyable part of the day. Just speaking to a camera for half an hour, rather than actually like doing nothing and chilling out. Yeah. Tomorrow. Yeah. So song is finalized. I'm gonna distribute it on Saturday. We'll probably be out a week before I go to Barcelona, which is cool. Cool. Yeah. Crazy that song's done. I really hope you enjoy it. I'll talk more about it on another episode. I always say that and I never do, but I will. So yeah, tomorrow I have work. I feel I'll probably distribute it tomorrow actually. There might be something I'm gonna tweak with the song. We'll see, but I'll let you know. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to work and then I'm gonna meet up with the boys for the evening. And yeah. Yeah, so I guess this weekend is like a, I guess this weekend is just like a kind of recharge for Monday. But yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna record a new song next week. I feel like, no, I probably won't. It'll probably be the music marketing for next week. I just feel like if I don't know, I'll see how I feel Monday. Like, the idea of me making a completely new song after what I had to go through for this song and even the song prior, I'm already, like, yeah. I'm already fried thinking about it, so we'll see. But yeah. Yeah. Goodbye.